The first 5 minutes is just be us talking about
it's like
yeah, we're just like talking about how we want the video to go, but we still can't come up with a single.
and like put it. Jesus Christ.
Shut up. So this is my Redstone PC.
You haven't even started it.
Yes, I did. The video is recording right now. What are you talking? Okay, so this is my Redstone PC. I built this because I have nothing better to do, and this was way before quarantine, so that's not why I'm building this. I spend about 3 hours a day working on it, maybe. And I tried. What are you pointing at? What do you want? What are you looking at?
Are you actually recording?
Yes, I am recording right now. What's this little bar in the corner? There's like this one little bar here. I don't know. Okay, so this is my PC. I tried making it pretty accurate to a normal PC with a working battery and stuff. You can turn it on and off. Right now it's off, and this is all done with commands. I know there's PCs that are pure Redstone. Maybe like 1 or 2 command blocks, but whatever. They use mostly Redstone. This one, I want to see the limitations of command blocks, so I added command blocks, a bunch of stuff. Pretty accurate to normal PC. So far, you can download apps, but none of them currently have functions. I will be adding functions. I already have the apps that I want planned.
What are the apps?
There's the browser, notepad, scrolling down. It'll tell you what each of them are. Music, I plan to have music with a music maker as well. Gallery, paint, and then that one's a calculator. And then that's an empty slot for if I want to add more apps. But we can just, I thought I muted those. Okay, so if we go back. Why am I missing? I'm never this bad. Okay, so we went back to the home page. Okay, so now we can open settings. This is what I've been working on for the most part. Oh yeah, you gotta press it twice. Because safety, I don't know. I just wanted to make it special. You press it twice and it opens. Okay, there's credits. You can pause the video if you care enough to read that. And then you can go up, and there's a reset PC for if you've done stuff on the PC, but you want to wipe the PC, like a factory reset, you can do that by double clicking. You can go up the taskbar. This is like most of the customization. The taskbar is this bar down here. And if you want, you can use arrows to change them. And there's that taskbar, and all of this is stored in the PC until you use the factory reset, then it goes back to the default. And there's just multiple taskbars that I made. Some of them are creative, some of them are very minimal. I have a few of them, and if you go back to settings, oh wait, no, not yet. Because you can also, this right here, green thing, is a cursor. You can change this if you want, so I don't know, pumpkins, say pumpkins. So it's green. Okay, I don't know I didn't plan out how I want this video to go. I'm freaking out. So there's those pumpkins. And if we go back to settings, wait, no, you gotta press that. I didn't plan this out. Okay, so now we're back on the home page, and that's the cursor, as I've said. Before it was green, now it's pumpkins, and it saved that into memory. So now pumpkins move, yeah. And all the apps, if you download them, then they would show up across the taskbar. This is one taskbar. You can open settings again. Now let's go into status bar, and no, what am I, wait. Okay, my mind went blank for a second. And for this one, I was too lazy to make arrows that go to different colors, so I just made it more fun, and you can shoot the colors, and it'll change your taskbar to whatever you want. So yeah, there's 2 decorative ones, and then there's just solid color ones, which I like the purple one. I think it's this one. Yeah, I like that one, but I often use this one. And since these chunks are like far away, because these are actual blocks, obviously, since they're kind of far away, I have to keep on zooming, so I'm sorry if that gets annoying. Like, to load in the chunks, you have to, like, zoom in. If you don't have Optifine, you just walk up to the screen and it'll load it in. But if we go back to settings, we can... Okay, open settings. And I do have fonts, although they do not function just yet. You can change the font, but they don't actually show up on the PC. And Discord, shut up. I thought I turned you off. Shut up, please. I turned you off. Why are you beeping? Okay, there's this font. Discord, please. Discord! Okay, I'm just gonna ignore you. Okay, let's just try to ignore Discord, because I don't know what's happening. Okay, so there's A, B, C, D, E. This is all the different fonts. There's 3x3 fonts, which are made with slabs and stairs. And then there's 4 2x2 fonts, which I enjoyed making these. Even though they might not have much use throughout the computer, I enjoyed making them. It's just cool to have. I like adding unnecessary things in my Redstone. And so those are all the fonts. You can just scroll up and down them with the up and down arrows, whatever. They don't function yet. And I made it so, yeah, settings menu is unaffected by fonts in case you couldn't read your chosen font easily. So yeah, that was partially for that reason, because you can't read it, but it was also partially because I was too lazy to make it work with that as well. But if we go back, the final thing, which I'm most proud of, is the wallpapers. Because, yeah, and we go here, system. There's Paint for if you download the Paint app, and then there's Captures, which if you want to take screenshots, which you can, we can just press the screenshot button, and it'll screenshot that, so it screenshots the screen, and you can use whatever the screen was as a wallpaper. And the Paint app will be to where you just open it, and then you can just paint with a bow, or you can place blocks and do whatever you want, and it'll turn that into an image saved somewhere in the PC, and then you can use that as a wallpaper. But for now, there's just the system. We open the system, and it'll bring us to this, which is the default wallpaper, and we can use arrows. I only have 2 actual wallpapers, which I put effort, which was the default one, and this one.
The taskbar makes it look weird.
What?
The taskbar makes it look kind of weird.
Yeah, the taskbar. Also, by the way, this taskbar is probably going to be what Terraria will look like on this PC, because I will be making Terraria or something similar on this playable, and I'll make sure it reacts as fast as it can so it's actually playable and not just like you press a button and then 5 minutes later you walk 1 block. I'm going to try to make it actually playable, but right now it's not implemented yet. So there's those 2 wallpapers, and then there's a few other wallpapers, but they're all just solid color. They don't actually, because they're just pretty much just to fill in. Once I actually figure out more ideas for wallpapers, I will put more in. But right now it's just those 2 with some extra colors. I guess we can, no, I don't like yellow. Let's go with orange. No. Okay, red is tolerable. And I think, yeah, we're at the home menu. So right now, I think I pretty much showed off most of what you can do. One other thing is if we go back to the compass icon, which is the App Store, and we download an app, they don't actually function, but they will show up in your taskbar and in the order you download them. So let's say we want to download the calculator. Go down. Say we want to download the calculator. We press that button and it will download the calculator. That turns green and your calculator will show up there. And let's say you want to go download Terraria, as I've mentioned before. I might have to change the name because of copyright reasons. But yeah, why aren't you scrolling up? Are you broken? Can you only scroll down? Are you broken? I think I screwed something up. Well, the App Store is still under development, so yeah, but yeah, you can download apps. It was working before, but I think I broke something, so now it's just not. But I will fix that, but I think that's all there is to the computer. I will show off a bit of the redstone. There's not as much as you'd probably think. Right now, all this is mainly just pixel art stuff for the assets, with all the fonts being down there. And this is basically all of redstone. Maybe a few command blocks here and there, like around there, just to bring this up to the actual screen. And then there's this keyboard. And I don't know how to like explain how this works. This orange wool, the redstone on the orange wool is mainly for the taskbar. How this moves is there's this somewhat flying machine-ish thing that's control the redstone, so when you press left it'll move one of the 2 ways. I can't really figure out at the moment which way is which, but you press like left and it'll move like one way, and then you press the right and it'll move 1 block the other way. And how this works is there's a cauldron here connected to it. It'll power whatever's necessary, and it's just basically this whole thing is everything else just repeated for each of the apps, and that's how it stores all the memory and everything. It's just like pushing blocks one way if you press left, and pushing blocks the other way if you press right, or up and down. It works the same way, the same redstone, just wired with different buttons. I'm not the best at explaining how redstone works, but I know how it works in my mind. That's all I need to know. I just know it works, and that's fine enough for me.
Does the keyboard work yet?
The keyboard does work, sort of. When you press, I also figured out you can just shoot the actual thing, and it'll bring the letters. Oh yeah, because I changed the font from before, so now it's the smaller font. So there's A. I just shot the A key, and I think this right here is the X key. So if I shoot that, which is pretty much the same as shooting it from above, it'll put the X right there. And if I shoot F, it'll put F. So basically what I'm planning on doing for the text is when you type, it'll copy whatever's here onto the screen, which is what I had planned for like notepad apps, which I plan to have commands and stuff, so you can do like /timeset_day, or maybe shorter /day, and it'll turn it daytime /night, it'll turn it nighttime. I plan on going really in depth with this laptop, and I have no idea why I want to. I just have nothing better to do. Now, I've been doing this before quarantine, so quarantine isn't even really an excuse, right? But yeah, that's broken, so we can just go home, and let me show you the computer completely reset, because even though you already seen it, I wanted to show you that it works. Because may as well, I already did a few things, may as well clear the PC. Taskbar, reset PC, and we can double click, and now it's all reset back to normal. And see, we got, wait, I also got to fix that too, I guess, because the app should be deleted as well. I don't know why it's still there. I think you should just be able to break it by hand, because it's not actually, it's only showing up as rendered, it's not actually there. So yeah, you could break it. And the cursor is back to green, so yeah, the cursors do work too with multiple colors. You can just put whatever colors you want. There's not too much, but I'm really proud with what I have. And this is the charger. It has to be connected to the torch, because if it's not, then the computer won't charge, and it'll die within 6.5 minutes, which I timed exactly. 6 minutes and 30 seconds it'll die. And the battery down here is this cyan wool, pretty much. All of this, how this works is pretty simple. The items go into here. This is fully charged hopper. But when all the items go in here, then it's dead. All the items are in here. This locks this hopper, so no items will flow there. Yeah, until this hopper is empty. So all the items will go here, then all here, then all there. And yeah, it dies. And then let's just mess with the redstone a bit so I can show you the off screen, just to show you that it dies. Okay, so in a few seconds it'll die. The battery does work, but since I cheated it, it doesn't. And yeah, the battery died, so now it's shutting down. And it says please charge, and then it won't turn back on until you charge it. So yeah, that's how it works. Wait, it shouldn't turn back on. Why are you turning back on? But anyways, that's I think about all for the computer. I will fix those two main bugs, that and it turning back on, although it should not be functional. I don't think it will be. I don't think it is. It is functional. It shouldn't be. But yeah, that's it. So I think that's, yeah.
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 Yeah.